What's up, guys? Timmy here, and today I have some pretty cool stuff I found in Paladins for you guys. A few new skins. We have some abilities on Evie that's going to be coming back that was saw earlier on in the beta testing and the alpha testing, and then a closer look at Androxus, which has already been found and talked about by the guys over at Datamining.com. They're doing a great job over there, guys. If you've not been over there, go over there and check out their stuff. They also found a Kinessa, a new Dwarven sniper that sounds really cool. So be sure to head over there and check and see what they've got. I'll put a link down in the description for everyone. But I thought I would go ahead and compile the textures and the skins here for you all in UDK so we can see it with some lighting and movement, and just talk about some stuff with some insight in what I think is going to be going on with the new hero or the new character here, Androxus, and some cool stuff that I found about Evie that may have not been in the beta testing phases. So first off, we're going to go up and look kind of close at these models. Now, unfortunately, the way that Hi-Res has been compiling everything for us, for some reason the textures are just stripped down to a really small dimension, so we're left with very little detail, and that's just something that we have to deal with Paladins right now. Maybe later on, after the outer beta phase, we'll get to see some more higher quality textures for our stuff like this, so we can start making some cool community content, or just play around with the files and see what we can come up with to kind of hype up this game, because it's so great. I've been having so much fun with it. And so yeah, these are I'll start over here. I guess we have a couple of skins for Fernando coming out. Here's basically a recolor on his normal skin. It's kind of looks like it's going to be silver and gold. It looks really like royal, very regal looking. Looks really cool. Then we have I think it's a throwback to Smite. It looks almost exactly like Ares. I think they like to put skins in their current games that references their other games. Like in Smite, there's a lot of Tribes of Sin type skins in that game, so it's going to be really cool to see that in Paladins, and I think Ares fits perfectly. Then we have a new skin for Sky here, which I love. I love the face mask. I love the whole outfit and everything. It looks really cool. Love what they're doing. I love the concepts they're coming with. Then we have the Huntress for Cassie. I'm not sure if it's a lot different than the original model, but it's definitely a new skin, and it looks pretty nice. I'm happy with it. It's okay. And then we have one for Barrack, which I absolutely love. I love the goggles. It's definitely right up the whole engineering type thing, and I love the fact that he's a dwarf. I'm a big fan of dwarf from the old WoW days, and he's just a great character. I love the fact that he's an engineer. Played Heimerdinger a lot back in League of Legends when I played that game, so the turrets and stuff are awesome. Then we have Cassie, and the cool thing about Cassie here, I'm sorry, it's Evie. The cool thing about Evie here is, we've seen gameplay footage of her and stuff, but it looks like they've added some new abilities. One, for instance, is you can see her that she's sitting here on her staff. Now, the cool thing about it is there are ability animations, and I'll show you guys those right now, for Evie, that is basically, it's called self-mount. So I'm assuming that means that she's either going to get a card, or there's going to be some way that you're going to be able to ride your staff instead of a horse or something, which is awesome. You may even be able to attack from it, and that's just a really cool idea. Can't wait to see it happen in game. So we'll go down over here to one of the self-mount animations, so you can see what that kind of looks like. Okay, so here's the idol, just sitting on her staff. Definitely, I could foresee a witch skin coming in her future, but it looks really cool. And then of course you have her just jumping and stuff like that. And that's really all there is to the mount. Let's see what it looks like when she summons it. Okay, so that's cool. She just pretty much is on the ground, I'm guessing, and just floats up. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. And then of course you just got most of her other abilities. That's just something that's I've not seen a lot of footage when it comes to Evie and the way that she was. back before she was taken out of the beta. But she looks like a really, really fun character, and I love the art style. And of course, she's a mage, so you gotta love that. Let's see here. Okay, cool. So that's a little cinematic intro. I guess that's what she's going to be looking like in the lobby there. She'll ride in on her staff. And then, of course, you've got different idle animations, which are always nice. And honestly, even with her textures being stripped down and not a lot of detail, it still looks pretty good, in my opinion. I mean, it's still very, very cool. I might even turn these into some animations to be used for overlays for you guys if that's something that you're interested in. And yeah, so she's great. I love her. She's awesome. And then of course we have Androxus, which has been shown over at the datamining.com. And as you can see, he has a sword and a revolver, which is really, really cool. I love the fact that he has both. Now, as far as speculation on his abilities, the really cool thing about him is he has, first of all, he has one of his abilities is going to be similar to Thor in Smite, where he throws the hammer out. And as you can see, here's the sword. The sword is a projectile for either his auto attack, which I'm thinking his revolver is just going to be his auto attack. Most of his fire animations are just him shooting his revolver. So I'm thinking that one of his abilities is the sword being thrown out. It may be coming back. And the reason I say it might be coming back is because he does have another set of animations. Let me switch over here to the correct mesh. Now you got to realize that Androxus is not finished at all, and that this is still in beta. So some of these animations are just going to look really, really funky, guys. So try not to pay attention to them. But yeah, for instance, you can see his body is completely just warped there, out of just out of control. But if you look over in the animation sequences over here, you pay attention to the names. There is first of all Nebula, and let me see here. Let's see, those arms should not be pointing up. Let me see if I can get a different skeletal mesh for you guys to see exactly. Yeah, I think that's a better representation of what it's going to be like. Let me see. We'll do pistol. Maybe this will be better. Yeah. So we have an ability called Nebula, and it's it looks like it's just a big shot from his gun, is what I'm guessing. But also, if you look down, we have Retrieve, and I'm thinking, and it looks like he just swings his revolver around, but I'm thinking that's the animation whenever the sword comes back. So it may be something very similar to Thor's hammer, where he throws out the sword. He may even be able to teleport to it. I doubt that he'll be able to teleport to it, because that would just be ridiculous ridiculous mobility. But I definitely think that there'll be some way for you to throw the sword out and then pick it back up, and it's kind of like a boomerang type deal, and we'll just see how that goes. Now, another really interesting thing is he has his jump animations, which, you know, everybody has their jump animations. But the really interesting thing is he has a fire jump animation. And in his game files, there are some references to Tyr. So, and you don't get any kind of idea what it is with that mesh. But I'm thinking that maybe he has a move where maybe he can throw his sword and then jump to where the sword is, like Tyr does. I mean, this is all just speculation. I'm just throwing out ideas out there. You guys might even come up with some better ideas than what I'm having with it. But you can't really see. Like I said, this is very early stages, and you can't really tell, you know, what's going on with it. But I just wanted to show you guys and see what you all thought and get some ideas from you all out in the community. And also, if you noticed here in the content browser in UDK, you might see these different mounts. Now, I think it's been spotted out by the Smite Data Mining guys, but I just wanted to put it out there that there are confirmed 3 different new mounts going to be coming out: a boar mount, a jaguar mount, and a lion mount. Now, I could show you these animations, but honestly, They're not much to look at, and all of them are pretty much the same. And we'll just use Fernando's model here to show you guys what they look like. And let's see, here's the idle mount, and that's just for the bore. And then you have the run, and I mean, like I said, it's not much to look at, and this is pretty much all of them are exactly the same as far as the lion and the boar and the jaguar. I'm assuming that they're not really finished, and this is just basic animations, but I figure I'd go ahead and let you guys see what it looked like. And so that's pretty much everything as far as speculation goes and on abilities and stuff. And I'm just going to go ahead and show you each of these new skins, what they look like in lighting in the scene, and just with some movement and stuff. Because I think that kind of lets you get a better idea of what they may look like once they're in game. And like I said, unfortunately, the textures are stripped down quite significantly, so you don't get a huge amount of detail, but you do get a little bit of idea. It kind of brings the skins to life a little bit. So, and I really love the emotes. They did a great job with the emote animations for all these characters. It's kind of interesting how Cassie is kind of like a cheerleader. I kind of didn't expect that at all. She seems like a really hardcore badass, so I didn't expect that. But cheerleaders can be badasses too. It's all good. And then we have the awesome Dwarven dance. It's so typical and great and fits the dwarfs perfectly. And it looks great. I'm excited for the skin. And I'm glad that they've already got skins in the work, so that you can get ready for some in-game purchases and stuff, especially when they just brought out where you can spend gold and buy the gems and stuff. Now, as for Evie and Androxus here, I know that the staff isn't moving and it doesn't have animations, and I kind of just put it there for reference so you can see what it would look like. But that's her animation for riding her staff as a mount. So, and the staff may even be pointed the opposite direction once it's in game, so she can shoot from it. We'll just have to wait and see. And then that's Androxus. You know, that's him. This is idle combat. When he's in combat, he has his gun pointed out. So I'm thinking that the sword is just going to be used for one or two abilities, and then his auto attack is definitely going to be with the gun. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be getting into this as much as I can. I think this is going to be put up over on the Datamining.com website, so you can look for it there. And they're going to be adding some of the stuff that they found on their own, and filling in all the blank spaces for you guys. So once again, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate your time.